Hey guys, it's Delicia, and thanks for watching the Cigar Vixen channel. Tonight I have the pleasure of enjoying a fabulous evening here in Boise, Idaho. We're celebrating a mutual love of Scotch and cigars tonight with the Boise Scotch and Cigars Club. So directly behind me there's a Scotch dock that's featuring some very high-end, very unique, pretty phenomenal Scotch. And over to my left there's a second dock that's featuring an incredible assortment of Ashton cigars. As you know, Ashton is one of the very high-end, very premium, well-tasting, cigars on the market. In fact, I'm kicking off the evening with the ESG, the Estate Sun-Grown, which is featuring a beautiful Opus X sun-grown wrapper and some very nice aged Dominican tobacco from Chateau de Fuente. So just an incredible evening. I'm gonna give you a little tour. We're gonna have some fun tonight, and I hope you enjoy. So I'm heading into the Scotch deck. Come follow me.
So this is the 12, this is the 18 year, and this is the Cubicana.
Nice.
Little citrus taste on that one.
Huh. Very nice. I think I might want to try out that 18 year.
I think that's a good
phenomenal.
choice.
Yeah, it seems it's going to go well with my cigar.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Do you need help with anything?
Wow.
Right?
That's incredible. I'm coming up early and messing up, cramping your style here.
No, not at all.
So what can you tell me about these?
So there's different types of scotches. There's 5 regions of scotch, and typically there's a Highland, a Lowland, a Speyside, Isla, and then a Campbelltown.
Okay.
Campbelltown and Isla, they're going to be saltier and a little more peaty.
Right.
Just because the ocean breeze kind of brings in the salt and pushes it onto the peat. And that's what they use as a heat source to hit the grains.
Nice.
Then Highlands is more entry level, and then there's Lowlands, and in between is Speyside, and that's where most of the Scotch is made, is in the Speyside. So basically, Speyside used to be it used to be part of the Highlands, but because there's so many distilleries coming out of that one region, they decided to declare it its own part. Definitely between these, that's creepy. The Torfa is very peaty, very earthy, more scotchy.
Okay.
These you're going to find more closest to bourbon.
Oh, okay. That would be mine then.
Yeah, and definitely if you like bourbons, and you like
do.
a little bit of sweetness, the Evolution is probably going to be your best bet.
Okay.
Try it.
Yeah, I would love to.
Well, I was going to give it to Jerry.
There's another table there.
But yeah, you just want to open it up a bit, and there you go.
Oh, that's a nice coating on there.
I want to break it in.
Speyside is where this is from.
That has an interesting aroma.
Yeah. And if you smell that compared to Torfa, you're going to get more earth.
Oh yeah, quite a bit.
Definitely a lot more peat. So.
He said his house is proud.
Ooh, that's nice. Really nice.
And there's a difference.
Scotch and Cigars bring us all together for the greater good. And cheers to good Scotch, good cigars, and great company. Cheers!
Cheers! Cheers!
Down there. Oh, that'll work. Does that work? All right. No, I don't get the crystal ball.
So we're here with Aaron Patterson, the founder of Boise Scotch and Cigars Club, and the man responsible for tonight's festivities. This has been an amazing turnout. Aaron, tell us about the Scotch that you have tonight, because it's been just an incredible display of some really fine, high-end, hard-to-find, rare, goodies. So what did you bring out for everybody?
So kind of the key features were the LaCroix 25-year, which is phenomenal.
Oh, that was happy to be able to sample that one. That was really nice.
And especially here in Idaho, we tend to not get a lot of bottles of really nice stuff. So when we do get them in, we definitely want to really get a hold of them. The other one I was really excited about was the Highland Park Oden, which is a limited release. We had 2 bottles in the whole state, and we ended up getting both of them. So it's one of those where it's like, you get to try something that you'd only try at this event. So,
oh yeah, no, it's definitely. I know you put a lot of work and blood, sweat, and tears into putting this all together. But what was the real genesis of getting this started for you?
Well, we have our Scotch Club that we meet at my house. It's grown over the years, and we've been talking about having our own facility, kind of a private club, just to hang out. Talk with friends, smoke a cigar, have some scotch. And so the idea behind the event was to say, let's put this out to the valley and see what the actual response is and what people
very
think.
good
And
response.
yeah, it's been amazing. So
it's impressive, especially, again, I've told you this before, the first event that you're throwing, and you had just an incredible turnout, and everybody had a great time. So
well, and the team, like so many of the Scotch Club members, came together, and we have so many talented people that just put it all together. So it was
a lot of support
no way
seems
I
like
could
from
have
the
done it.
community too.
Yeah, so that's really the key. I'm good at delegating. That's about it. So.
Well, you did a great job, and now we're looking forward to doing it again next year. So the pressure's on to continue this fun fiasco, but great event, really good event. So you guys know where to find it for next year. We'll keep you posted on the dates. Be sure to check social media, and thanks for having us out. It's been a great time. Thank you.
Get a chance to see Boise. Why not?
Absolutely, I like it. Thank you. So we're here tonight with Ryan Sherman of Sherman Smoke Shop here in Boise. Had the opportunity to visit your lounge today and was really impressed with your humidor. It was a really nice location, and
thank you.
You told me you're the only place that you can still smoke indoors.
The last spot you can smoke in Boise.
That's really, that's a good advantage to have, but it's nice that that's here. This is a great location, and tell us about this event. What kind of influence did you have in participating and planning? And
so we're Idaho's only tobacconist. So a buddy of mine who owns the local Scotch Club thought we'd put something together, and found a great venue, and thought we'd collaborate. Brought the Ashton rep in from Mike from Ashton, and put it together. We put it together in a month's time, which I was pretty impressed with.
It's a really impressive turnout, especially for being the first annual, thing that you guys do. This was a really great turnout and just really top-notch everything.
Thank you. And I think the weather cooperated.
You couldn't ask for better weather.
Amazingly, yes. So it was, we're really happy. Really happy.
Great turnout. Everybody so far that I've talked to has just had a wonderful time. So I'm excited to do it again next year.
We're up and doing an annual thing. I'd imagine maybe biannually or twice a year. So
yeah, absolutely. I think you'll have the turnout for it. So as far as the cigars that you brought out tonight, what's been like the hot ticket?
So we did the Mi Amor La Aroma de Cuba, which is #2 cigar of the year when it came out. That was huge, especially with the Scotch. It's a little more peaty, earthy.
Yes.
Did well. A lot of the ladies loved the Heritage from Ashton. A little more medium-bodied, creamy smoke. It was a big hit. And then it was a mix and match from there. We had the Mi Amor Reserve. We had the Revelation San Cristobal, which did really well. So I think it was a good mix. Everybody had something they could go from
nice
medium
variety
to full, and paired well with the Scotch, and I don't think we could have gotten any better.
No, I couldn't agree more. As far as in your shop, do you guys do a lot of different events and have different reps?
The events we do are in-store sales. The buy 3, get 1, buy 5, get 2. We'll bring a rep out. Buy 20, you get 8 free, 10% off, those kind of things. So this is the first one as far as like a dinner Scotch in the last, I don't know, 10 years. I took over the business from my dad who retired, and it's kind of like fresh blood into the business. We're starting to do new things, social media and stuff. And we're just a one-man show at the shop, but doesn't mean we can't do some big things,
It's impressive, definitely. And so you guys have been around for about 22 years or so?
22 years, yeah.
And when did you step in?
See, my dad retired about 5 years ago, and I took over,
Nice. It's a good time in the industry, too, to really...
Yeah, kind of hit it just right. The recession ended, and now everything's picking back up, and even when the recession was around, it seemed everybody wanted to either smoke or drink still.
Yeah.
So helps
Prices
out
are
the cigar
good.
industry, yes.
Absolutely. As far as your hours, what kind of hours do you guys have
So we're pretty unique in the aspect we don't have a lot of competition. So we do 10 to 6, Monday through Saturday. I'm closed Sundays. Family's still really important to me, so I spend a lot of time with my daughter and family, and so I have weekends off. And banker's hours. I'm home by 6, and we've been that way for 22 years, so people know when we're open and closed. And I think it's important in the industry is like family still should come first. So I want to be around my daughter. And if we look at doing another location plus a lounge, then we'll look at sacrificing some of those things. But it'll be I'll still be home with my kids, so that's what's important.
Very important. Social media, how can people find you if they're from out of town or
Sherman
coming
Smoke
in?
Shop on Facebook.
Okay.
Also on Twitter, Sherman Smoke Shop.
Okay.
And that's about it.
Awesome.
I'm not too crazy on the. I don't have anything on YouTube, but we do now.
Yep, absolutely.
And Sherman Smoke Shop. I literally just made the page 2 years ago. We're up to about 600 likes.
Nice.
And I post different specials. I ship all over the country just because sometimes we have things that people can't get at their
That's a
local
great
shop.
feature. So you guys heard it here. Check them out on social media, Facebook, Twitter. They can probably call in
They
and
can
do
call
the
in
phone
anytime.
orders.
Free shipping, whatever you need.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's a great
Sometimes
deal.
we get a lot of the stuff that either the bigger shops sell out too quickly, but we'll get the same amount here, but I'm not the same population base, so I can still divvy out to certain people that want certain things. And I do like the God of Fires as well, or Opus X, Padron, all that kind of stuff. So.
And you guys had good prices too. I was impressed with that.
I try to eat, we're 40% tobacco tax, which is steep. I try to eat some of that so we can maintain, do quantity over quality, so everybody can still get a piece and go from there and maybe be a little bit different than the norm,
Yeah, no, I hear you. Well, thank you. Is there anything else that you want anyone to know, to come ask for you, or?
If you got any questions, we're family owned and operated. If you got any questions, all you got to do is call. I'm there 5 days a week. I'll talk to you about anything. Simple questions, big questions, it doesn't matter. It's just I really enjoy the industry, so
It is a great industry.
There's no dumb questions.
Yeah.
I'm always at the shop smoking a cigar. You call me, I'm more than willing to talk. So
Very cool.
yeah.
Well, thank you, Ryan. I
Yeah,
appreciate
thank you
your
very much.
time,
I
and thanks for
appreciate
putting together this great event.
Yeah,
It's been
thank
a
you
lot
for
of fun.
coming. It was
Absolutely.
fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
So we're here tonight in Boise celebrating Scotch and Cigars, and we have two fairly newbies to the game that are trying their very first cigars. And tonight we're featuring Ashton, and so you ladies have the Ashton cabinet.
Yes.
And normally we do this where we kind of cut and light together, but since Ryan and Mike were kind enough to get those started for you ladies, what do you think so far? What are your initial, thoughts of the cigar?
I've never smoked a cigar before, so this is it's actually really smooth, surprisingly.
It is.
I
The
like
cabinet's a very nice way to go. It's very mild and not overpowering, but there's some really good flavors in it too.
Yeah, that's what I was going to comment on was the taste. I love the taste.
Very nice.
I've had a couple smaller cigars.
Have you? Okay.
And I noticed that it was a lot stronger, and so I didn't realize that the larger ones seemed to be a little more mild.
Yeah, it's funny. It's kind of a comparison to like espresso and coffee. The larger it gets, it kind of it seems to be a little bit more on the mild side versus like some of those smaller ring gauges. So that's a good size, and you guys look great smoking it. Are you guys trying any of the Scotch tonight?
I have not yet, but I think we should.
Definitely.
That's a great way to go with that cigar. Pairing it with a good Scotch. So it's good to see more ladies smoking, and that's always a good time. Do you think that you'll smoke again?
I definitely think I will.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah, maybe pick some up for my dad since he's a big
Absolutely.
cigar smoker.
Yeah, it's always a good family thing to get together and you know, enjoy it at the same time. And so, do you guys have any questions as far as how to smoke, or you guys kind of briefly were taught how to light it and whatnot?
Yeah, we're taught how to light it.
I did have a question though, in terms of like inhaling or just holding the smoke in your mouth. Is that true, or you're not supposed to inhale?
Right. The amount of nicotine that's in a cigar is pretty strong, so you definitely don't want to inhale it. And so the ideal way is to make sure that you're smoking at a kind of a slower pace. So it's definitely different than any type of, you know, cigarette or hookah or anything else that you would smoke kind of faster. This is something that you take in, and the ideal way is again to get like a cool smoke in your mouth. So if it's too hot or starts to overheat, if you're smoking too fast, it's going to make it taste kind of harsh. So you want to go slow with it, and you just want to take in, you know, the smoke and kind of let it kiss your palate a little bit, and then just blow it out. And then every few puffs, if you really want to get more of the taste, you can exhale a little bit of it, keep about 40% of the smoke in your mouth, and then try and exhale out of your nose. It's called retrohaling, and that's going to bring out some different flavors, usually more of the peppers that are in the cigars. So that's just a little kind of a trick if you want to learn some different flavors with it, but definitely not something that you might want to try the first time. Maybe kind of gradually get into that. It'll tend to kind of burn your sinuses a little bit, but
I feel like there's like an elegance to smoking cigars.
there really is. You know, it's a whole lifestyle. It definitely is a lifestyle. You don't see any other sort of tobacco events like this. You know, cigars bring people together, and it is very elegant. It's a great way to celebrate. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Very nice.
So great to see you smoking, and I appreciate your time tonight, and thank you so much.
Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, thank you for
Absolutely.
coming to this event and giving us all these tips.
It's a great time, so thank you, and cheers.
Cheers.
So coming to a close tonight on the Scotch and Cigars event here in Boise. It's been a phenomenal turnout, a really impressive location. I had a chance, you know, this afternoon to visit Sherman Smoke Shop and kind of hang out in the downtown Boise area, which was really nice. A lot of different food areas and lots of different bars, really cool scene. And tonight's venue was really impressive, something very unique. It was waterfront. There was 4 different decks that you could smoke on, you can drink on. There was an inside bar and an outside bar with ample scotch, all kinds of good scotch. Everything you can imagine was here tonight. There was a beautiful display of Ashton cigars, so all kinds of different goodies on that end, things to pair up with your nice scotch that you were drinking. Just a wonderful turnout overall. And I look forward to doing this event again, hopefully next year. And as always, I thank you for watching, and cheers.